If you're sitting around letting your woman flirt with other men, I shouldn't even have to tell you. You already know what you are. Now this video comes in response of a question from a subscriber who says his girlfriend is constantly flirting with other men when he's around. Now if you want to know the definition of flirting, the definition is exchanging sexual energy with somebody. Okay, I don't care what the dictionary says. Dictionary is full of shit. Flirting is exchanging sexual energy. I don't care if it's eye contact. You could be walking around the mall and you could make, flirtatious eye contact with a woman. You shared a little moment. You exchanged sexual energy. Okay? Now, rather than just answer the question to the subscriber and make a video tailor-made for him, the underlying issue is more important than the subject matter. So I'm going to paint this picture with a little bit more broad strokes. Something everybody can relate to. Now, we all know that we categorize men into two different categories. Alphas and betas, right? An alpha male stands up for what he believes in. He's a man on a mission. He doesn't bow down. He's not a coward. He's a real man. A beta kind of bows down to his opponent. He's a coward. He's a nice guy. He's harmless. He's a guy that can't be trusted. He's useless. The list goes on and on. But what most guys seem to forget is we actually categorize women into two different categories as well. Women are either hoes or housewives. And we've lost sight of this. And this new generation of people, we don't talk like that anymore. This independent woman phenomenon, this pedestalizing women phenomenon. Guys have lost sight of the truth. And the truth is, women are either hoes or housewives. And a lot of women will deny this, but at some point they're going to figure out that it's the truth. Now, if your woman is flirting with other men in front of you, she's Now, what determines whether a woman is a hoe or a housewife? I'll explain. And it has everything to do with self-control. Everybody likes to flirt. Everybody likes to exchange sexual energy. But a hoe has no self-control, and she'll just give it out to anybody. A housewife has self-control, and she gives it up to just one man. Now, you really gotta look at the bigger picture here. If your woman is willing to exchange sexual energy with another man in front of you, what's she willing to do behind your back? Now, women out there, you can't even deny this because it's the truth. If you're constantly eyeballing other men, you're constantly, sharing these flirtatious eye contacts with other men and flirtatious conversations with other men, maybe even getting a little physical with other men. You know what you are. You're a hoe. That's not the way a housewife behaves. So guys, what you have to understand is, if your woman flirts with other men, you got two options. And if you can't successfully complete one of these two options, you're going to end up, and I'll tell you where you're going to end up. But first, let's go over the first two options. Now, option number one, you can check that bitch. Excuse my language, but you can check that bitch. That's just the way that it goes. And that doesn't mean get all jealous and insecure. Nah, it's the opposite of being insecure. It's being an alpha male with a backbone. You got to tell her she can't behave like that. You know, if you have backbone, you will stand up for yourself if things aren't going as planned. You got to get her back on course. You know, and if she refuses to do that, you go to option number 2. You got to dump that bitch. You know, as the saying goes, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You know, in some circumstances maybe you can, but in this circumstance, if you tried and you couldn't, stop. Just get rid of her. There's a million other fish in the sea. You got to kick her to the curb. Because if you don't, then you're going to get to option number 3. This ain't an option. This is punishment. Punishment to you because you failed to cooperate with reality. Now, option number 3 is she's going to fuck somebody else behind your back, or she's going to fuck somebody else and not even care if you find out because she's about to leave you for him anyways, and then she's going to be his problem, and then she's going to do the same thing to him. So guys, moral of this story is, it's not that you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, because there are some guys out there that can turn a hoe into a housewife. You know, if you're the best she's ever had, maybe she will. But moral of this story is, if she's unwilling to grow up and get herself under control and commit to you and allow you to be the only man that she exchanges sexual energy with, then you got to get rid of her, because she's gonna go on her own anyways, and that's not what you want, because that's gonna be an emasculating fashion. So guys, remember, if you allow your woman to flirt with other men, you are a cuckold. And I don't want to see that happen to you. LFA signing out.